Yeah.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the #1 Chief Rocker and Knicks Universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. I'm joined by Coach Win Now. What's good? Y'all want this party started right? Y'all want this party started quickly, right? What's good, Coach?
Let's go, Knicks fam.
Get that energy up. Get that
energy baby.
All the way up. Turn it up.
Little pop block. Oh. Little rerun action.
Yeah, man. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to Nick G, Mr. Cox, Adam G, King Poppy in the building. Quiet Money, what's good? Jay Busby, Almighty Finesse, Will Salkin is in the building. Kaiser Sauce, Ernesto is in the building. Bricks Nation.
Yes, sir.
The People's Champ is in the building. What's good? Man, we see y'all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Savage NYC is in the building. Forbesville, what's good? What's good? I see you. Man, Mr. Rivera is in the building. Yo.
Oh, yo. What up, y'all?
What's good, man?
Hey.
How y'all today, man?
I'm chilling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Everyone hit that like button.
Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
Oh, my brother here.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Money bag roll.
We got
money bag.
We got the starting lineup.
Money bag.
We got the ones.
Yeah, man. Selly is in the building. Selly, what's good?
Oh, there we go.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, man. The hip hop legend Core Mega is in the building. What's good? Ricardo Torres, what's good? We see you, mate. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing today, man?
Blessed and highly favored, man.
Blessed.
Blessed and highly favored. You better know it.
I wish I was blessed like RJ. I wish my bank account would get
right.
that one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So let me go around the panel real quick. Coach, how do you feel about RJ Barrett getting the bag, bro?
Hey, y'all know how I feel about my boy RJ. I believe he got what he deserved, and at the same time, it's at a good value for us.
Right.
And there's a lot of little bonuses in there that if he hits them bonuses, that's good for us, and that'll be good for him in the bank.
Yep.
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win, man. It's a win-win.
Oh, and of course everyone knows that's the first rookie extension contract since
1999.
2000 party over oops.
Out of time.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Rivera, what you thinking? What do you think about RJ Barrett getting the bag? How you feeling?
Come on, man. You know I'm a Barrett kid. I saw
Barrett
that.
Tears, stand up.
As soon as I seen that, I started smiling. I thought the money was coming to me. I was hyped. Like,
Yeah,
boy,
I'm checking my ATM. I was checking my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Close the car, knowing that.
RJ just gained some cousins he didn't know he had.
He had all these cousins.
I was hyped. Because it's a good look. It shows that we're moving in the right direction. It shows that they got confidence in them. And I don't care what nobody said about them, that trade, whatever. I think it was all a bluff that RJ was in that. I think it was all a bluff.
Yeah, man. Champ, what you thinking? What you thought when you saw RJ Barrett get that bag?
What I thought was, like when I'm right, I love, telling everybody I was right. But shout out to all the people that I was talking about, RJ and a max. And when I told you I wouldn't take a max, shout out to y'all. But genuinely, like he signed, that was a better deal than I thought we were gonna get.
Yeah.
Like it's really 4 years, 107.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I thought he would have wanted that 5th year.
But you can't get it unless you get the max. You can't get the 5th year unless you get the max. Yeah.
Right.
But he signed for just about what I thought he would, in between that $25 to $30 million range. And to me, like I said, a few days ago, when that cap goes up, that's gonna be a deal.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be pennies.
It's gonna be a deal, but even more than RJ Barrett signing that contract, the most satisfying part of this was how Leon just slapped Danny Ainge right in his chin, and I loved it. And I remember Freezy said a while ago, and I kind of echoed his sentiments a few days ago. I was like, Leon needs to start drawing some deadlines.
Yeah.
And showing Ainge that he's serious.
Yeah.
Right, because my next step would be, call Toronto and start talking about OG and let Danny Ainge come to you when he's ready to make a deal. Like, set another deadline. And I guarantee you this time Danny Ainge will know that Leon Rose is not joking.
Right.
I think that's really what happened. I think Danny Ainge tried to call Leon Rose's bluff.
Right.
And he paid for it. And it's funny because it showed you how much we really don't know. Because we've been told constantly how Utah doesn't want RJ Barrett.
Right.
Now, all of a sudden, they wanted RJ Barrett.
Now, all of a sudden, you want RJ Barrett.
So it gives me a little, a feeling that we really don't know what's going on behind the scenes with these negotiations.
Right.
Because everything we thought we knew is not really what we knew. Because let's not kid ourselves. He was willing to trade RJ Barrett, I believe.
Yeah, he was willing. But for multiple reasons.
Right.
So for multiple reasons, though, I think it was, if RJ Barrett would have asked for the max, he would have been in that Utah deal.
Yeah.
Right. And if Danny Ainge would have been like, no, there is no deal without RJ, then RJ Barrett would have been in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for those two reasons, I think RJ Barrett's name was floated. But come to find out that RJ didn't command the max. So he wasn't being floated in that deal. And Danny Ainge really, you know what I'm saying, really could take it or leave it with any guy.
Mm-hmm.
At this point. I think it's more about those draft picks.
Right. Because if I'm Leon, I'm not upping my offer. That's it.
No.
That's it. Like, I offered you RJ and 2 unprotected picks and 3 protected picks, and you said no.
Right.
So, like, at this point, like, the offer goes down from here.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it gets worse from here. And then at the next deadline, when I trade or when I make a move for, say, a guy like OG, guess what? The offer goes down from there.
Right.
Like, and now the pressure's on Danny Ainge to make a move or move on.
Yeah.
Right.
And Danny Ainge fumbled the bag, 100%.
100% fumbled the bag.
And this idea that Leon would still trade RJ after signing him, we have to kill that. Leon's an agent, and Leon knows how that looks. Like, you sign a guy and you trade him immediately. Like, unless that's agreed upon with RJ Barrett already, which I highly doubt, because he wouldn't have taken a discount if he knew he was going to Utah.
And Champ, I don't think you can trade somebody that just signed it. I don't think you could trade somebody that just signed they rookie extension.
You can, but it's a poison pill attached to it.
No. I think that's the rhetoric right now. But I think the CBA says that you can't trade a guy that just signed to that dollar. Like the Suns right now can't trade DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I don't know if it's the same type, because I heard it before. You know what I'm saying? I heard it before. Like you can't trade a guy within the first year of something. I don't know if that's totally accurate. But I think there's something to it, though.
It might be, but I don't think even if it was possible that Leon
that's a good point, and
would
that's
do
a
that.
good point about that, about him taking the discount. Because if I know I'm about to get traded, I ain't taking no discount. Give me 185 of them things.
Yeah, because he could have just went to Utah and then went into unrestricted free agency and went where he wanted.
Yep.
Like he wouldn't have signed an extension to go to Utah. So you know, I think like in good faith, like RJ Barrett is gonna be a Knick. Right. You know, so now Danny Ainge, like, you really want Grimes? Go get him. Come get him.
I don't think you want Grimes, bro. I think it's all
smoke.
Yeah.
He wanted. I truly believe the young player he wanted the most is RJ Barrett, and he won 4 unprotected picks. That's just not happening.
And also, you know what else I think? I don't think he wants Grimes because I think there's a better player in next year's draft than Grimes. Like, think about this. What does Quentin Grimes offer you that Taylor Horton Tucker doesn't offer you right now?
Nothing.
Probably a jump shot, but that's about it.
Well, I'm saying
more real game time experience.
THT is a baller. THT is in the vein of that Desmond Bain type play. Now he's not the best shooter, but THT is a facilitator though. He's a big dude for the guard position. You know what I'm saying? He's a physical defender. He's not elite defensively like Grimes, but he is a physical defender. Like y'all ever seen THT?
Yeah.
THT looks like THT looks like a tight end, bro.
Yeah, but the problem is with THT, they already hyped him up to be next up, and he hasn't shown that. So now
they hyping Grimes up now.
Yeah,
I think Grimes would be a good fit in somewhere like Toronto. I'm gonna keep pushing this Toronto narrative because I'm to the point where like getting Donovan Mitchell was cool, but like I don't care anymore. Like in my opinion, like I would be so happy if Leon just turned his attention to OG and Anunoby. Like I'm cool with that, and then you got OG and Anunoby and RJ manning your 2 and 3. Like that's not a bad setup for the future. And then especially if you can find a way to get off Randle and move Obi into that starting lineup, I'll go into next season like super excited. Like Donovan Mitchell, like I'm not, you know, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, cool.
Right.
Cool. Low key, they could call OKC and ask what they're doing with SGA, just because, and just say, you know, you ain't got to do it, but just call and be like, yo, what y'all doing? Because I already see y'all trying to build this the way y'all trying to build it with Giddey and all those guys and Chet, and then like they trying to be on a run for Victor. So I'll be like, yo, what y'all doing over there? And try to give them the Obi Fournier package with a little bit of picks, and they probably would take it, to be honest.
Like you know what's even crazy? We could probably get OG and Anunoby for a first round, unprotected first round pick, and Quentin Grimes. We could probably get OG and Anunoby for that price. One unprotected pick and Quentin Grimes, and maybe one of the protected picks.
You probably could, but then Toronto probably gonna try to think like, oh, since Ainge asking for so much, let me see if I could just try it one time and ask for everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Oh, the money, right. The money do have to match. Yeah. So you probably got adding some, you know, cap.
Oh, Fournier goes in every deal because if you think about it, he's the only person that can really match the money. Fournier and Rose, so and he goes in any deal. I'm not trading Randle to Toronto.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Hey, how good of a defender is Lou Dort?
A really good defender.
Oh, great.
What I know.
Is he?
I believe so. That's his
I mean,
reputation.
that's what they
I don't watch
word.
too many OKC games, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you like that.
I'm going to show y'all something, and y'all are gonna be like, nah, get out of here, bro. I'm going to show y'all. So if you're and listen, man, if you ever watch that show X-Files, play your X-Files music right now. Yeah. Coach, you remember X-Files?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember X-Files, right? I'm gonna show y'all something. Watch this. You remember Fox Mulder, right?
Yep.
Fox Mulder used to be like everything is a conspiracy. All right, let me take this down. This ain't the one. That ain't what I want to show you.
Sully.
Lou Dort is an excellent defender, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at Lou Dort defensive rating.
Yeah.
In 2021, it was 115.8. What? That's worse than Evan Fournier. Last year it was 115.1.
How do they calculate that, Freeze? I don't know if you know. Like defensive rating. How do they calculate that number?
Basically, okay. So basically what it is the points allowed while this player is on the court spread out over a 36-minute, whatever amount of time that the guy is going to play.
Okay.
Right? So it projects what another team would score if he played the whole game.
Now, you know how baseball has wins above replacements? Does that change when he leaves the court, or is that an OKC issue?
No, I think this is a Lou Dort issue, bro. Let me look at OKC defensive rating. Because this right here just blew my mind.
And look up OGs too, so that we can compare.
Oh my God, King and G champ. Guess what OKC's defensive rating is?
What's that?
112.3.
Oh, it gets worse with him on the
floor.
floor.
So that means when this dude steps on the court, it gets worse.
Mm.
But you thought this dude was a defensive stopper, right?
That's his reputation.
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's his. Oh my God, bro. Let me do something. I want to do it right here in front of y'all. I want y'all to see it. So I'm gonna change. So Lou Dort is 114.6 for his career, right?
Yep. Uh-oh.
Here go the Dort fans are going on.
Cam Reddish is 115, 113. Cam Reddish is also 114 for his career.
Same numbers.
Yeah, let me change this to Quentin Grimes, bro. 111.4. I thought this was 105. I saw on another site this was 105.
What were the Knicks as Knicks as a team?
Probably better than that, I would assume.
Yeah, it's this. Give me some. Just be patient with me because I'm using two different tabs.
That's good. I'm playing 2K anyway.
The Knicks thing was 113.2.
Oh, okay, it got a little bit better with him on the floor.
Yeah, but let me show y'all. Grimes is 111.4, right? And this is according to StatMuse. Y'all see StatMuse is the website I'm using, right?
Yes, sir.
RJ Barrett last year was 112.9, right? But guess who else was 112.9?
Evan Fournier.
I see it right there, right? 112.9. What's going on?
Well, so where we getting this notion that
I don't know.
Is a horrible defender?
Fournier is not a terrible team defender. I think he plays well within the team defense. I think when it comes to guarding his man in space, is where he struggles because of his foot speed.
Right.
But I think you can hide Fournier on defense. I don't think he's hard to hide. Okay. I don't think he's hard to hide.
I don't think so either.
Hey, he has size,
what's Hartenstein's?
Okay.
I'm curious.
All right. So So Marcus Smart last year was 107.1.
That's pretty
Right.
good.
That's really good.
That whole team was pretty good last year, though. Really.
At one point, it was at 105. At one point, Quentin Grimes was at 105 also. So I said that, and I was using the same website. So y'all pardon me, man. I'm just using what's on the website. That's all, man.
Uh-oh. You gonna summon EG 14,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might even be in the database.
Ooh, 106. Look.
Hey, bro. There's something about this dude. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, man, every time you look up Hartenstein numbers,
something crazy, bro, happens.
You see something crazy, man.
105.
Every time.
105.5 is incredible.
Bro.
In 68 games?
There's something about
18 minutes a game?
There.
Listen,
he might be another Jokic situation with him, bro. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing.
Freeze, you gotta look up OG, man, because I'm telling you, I've fallen in love with this idea of an OG RJ wing combination. Like,
okay, give me a second though. Give me a second.
Like, I love like that size, that athletic. I want to see it.
He's better than Jokic on defense, Hartenstein.
Yes. 108.6.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
But it's gotten worse over time. But he had a 104.3 in 20.
The championship, yeah. The championship.
Yep.
So that means if you put him with better defenders, he plays better defense.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. When he played with Gary Trent and Fred VanVleet, his number got up to 111. But if you play him with elite defenders, bro, and champ, the people's champ, guess what OG Anunoby has never played with or hadn't played with recently?
What's that?
Rim protection.
Yep. And he'd have that in Mitchell Hartenstein.
Right. Oh, bro.
That's the move. Like, forget Danny Ainge. Go do something in Utah. Like, let's move on, man. Like,
yeah, at this point. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind putting out feelers just to kind of
see what's out there. Like, we got a lot of assets.
Pucker him up a little bit.
It's a lot of teams that would love our assets.
Champ, you see this, right?
Yeah.
You see Donovan Mitchell's defensive rating for his career.
Freezy, don't pull me back in. I'm trying to detox.
No. I got you. But what I'm saying is what happens is if you let people tell you about stupid stuff like, man, the eye test say, bro, listen, you are looking at numbers right here. Look, you got a website, you got a source, you got the player, and you have his cumulative stats, right? The dude has a 108.8 defensive rating, and he's 6'1". And people are saying, well, I don't like a short backcourt because of defense.
It's that wingspan. It's like they talk about the short backcourt, but when you're guarding the shot, you don't guard
with the top of your head. Yeah, I know. That's what I always say that.
Like,
your hands, bro. Like you're. That's all I yell when I coach basketball. Hands up, hands up,
hands up, hands
all the time.
And last year, Jalen Brunson in 79 games, 32 minutes a game, his defensive rating was 111.8. That's not bad.
That's not bad for a guy his size with his measurements.
Right, and the number of shots coming from his position.
Right.
He's playing at a position where dudes shoot the ball more, so there's more chances for people to score on him.
And that's not a very good defensive team. You know, they don't have that rim protector guy. They don't have.
Yeah, they played decent defense last year. They didn't have a rim protector.
Right,
Luka ain't playing no D.
They were seventh, and they were seventh in defensive rating though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you gotta think about the fact that they played in the West, so he saw games, Curry's, and all those types of guys.
Yeah,
right. Look at who Jalen Brunson is guarding every night.
I'm just worried about OG's injuries, though, bro. That's the one that scares me right now.
You know how you save OG though? How you save OG and Anunoby is play Cam Reddish.
Yeah.
Play OG
Split the
Anunoby
time,
and Cam
right?
Reddish together. Yep.
We
Have
go
a split
from
time.
having a lack of size and length on the wings to having an abundance. If you have
Mhm.
OG, RJ, and Cam on the same team.
But wouldn't you think in that trade though they would probably ask for Cam?
No, I don't think so. I think they may want Grimes more so than Cam. I think
Yeah,
Grimes fits
but
well
they
in Toronto.
losing size because remember that team is size. Their size is crazy.
Yeah, but I
So
think
they
that's the
probably want
reason. I think that's the reason why they're willing to trade him, because they have Pascal Siakam and Scottie Barnes just set on the
Yeah.
wing.
And they have Delano Banton, the young wing player off the bench. They have a bunch of 6'8" dudes, bro.
And
That's their problem. They got a bunch of 6'8" dudes and no
Mhm.
6'11" dudes.
And then we know that OG has been injured. So if I'm Leon, I use that as leverage. Like, listen, we don't know if he's going to be healthy. You know, I'm not saying you get him at all costs. I don't feel that way about anybody right now. But you know, I think you could put together a decent offer.
Right.
You could.
You could probably get them with that deal with a first round pick.
Hey,
Here you go.
champ. Champ.
You had to go there, didn't you?
How do you
Jonathan-
keep finding the time to bring up Jonathan Isaac for you?
Champ. He gives us for one, he gives us positional flexibility.
Dang, 102 points.
Yeah, his last season, bro. Yo, in 29 minutes, bro, his
Oh,
defensive
he's been
rating
out though.
is
Dang.
102. Yeah, he blew out his knee during 2020, and he hadn't been back.
I know.
Yeah,
Bro,
I just don't know if
102, bro. That's Bill Russell level defense, bro.
I just don't know if I want him in New York though, because he has a lot of he's outspoken. I should say.
Yeah, because so the thing is with John. Okay, so
He's only played a season and a half worth of games.
Yeah, John. Okay, so the thing about John, so he went like one of them Christians that like is out front with his, you know what I'm saying. And I'm not begrudging him because Michael Porter Jr. is the opposite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. But look at let me just for some context, right? I'm not gonna say.
Check out Jay Crowder when you get a chance.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that this dude is just as good as Scottie Pippen, right? But I just want to see. A
102. That's
101. Scottie Pippen is 101 for his career. Scottie Pippen has years in it, but
different league.
Different league. I was gonna say that a different era.
And which is why I think Jonathan Isaac's 102 is way more impressive
than Scottie Pippen.
Yep.
Yeah.
If Leon Rolls, if you're watching, I know you are. You're probably up fixing a sandwich right now. If you're watching, go get Jonathan Isaac, bro.
We could get Jonathan Isaac for almost close to nothing because he ain't played in a while.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Second round pick.
Or you can give them something that they feel like they need. What do they feel like they need? They need what, a shooting guard? Because they're point guard heavy. They don't have a natural two. Right?
Would you do Grimes straight up?
Nah, Quentin Grimes' value is too high right now. I wouldn't sell him for Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah,
really?
You get a bigger fish rate.
You got reports saying Danny Ainge wants them for Donovan Mitchell. I'm holding on. Listen.
I thought if the Mitchell thing wasn't going through, we were talking about that scenario.
No, right. But I'm saying, like, I may not believe that that's Quentin Grimes' value, but if that is his perceived value around the league, you can get something better for Quentin Grimes.
They acting like he's a big joker right now.
Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I straight up offered them Obi for Isaac straight up.
Well, Knicks fans would hate it, but it might not be a bad idea.
But it might not.
I didn't even want to suggest that one.
You put Obi over there. You put Obi over there, Freezy. Oh my God, that team will be so fun to watch. Young.
But they just drafted a power forward though.
Yep, Bonchero.
They already had Obi. They got rid of him.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't. But we don't.
Their game is very similar.
We wouldn't care because we would have Jonathan Isaac, and then if what we could do to keep Isaac healthy, is play Cam Reddish.
How does Orlando view Jonathan Isaac? Like, do we know whether they value him a lot or
they keep drafting dudes at his position.
right?
Yeah. Then he didn't play because the C word.
Well, they keep drafting backup plans.
Yeah. Because think about last year. Last year they drafted a small forward, right, in the first round, and then the year before that they drafted a power forward in the first round. CKO, the dude from Auburn. The dude that tore his ACL. The dude that would, the dude that should have been a lottery pick, but he blew out his knee. And so they keep drafting dudes that play Jonathan Isaac position. Bruh, all I'm saying, yeah, Chuma Okeke, that's him, Almighty Finesse.
Yeah.
Thank you, Almighty Finesse.
I don't know.
Almighty Finesse be having my
check
back,
out
bro.
Jay Crowder's defensive rating.
I don't know what young player I'd be comfortable giving up. But those I never seen his defensive rating, so that's impressive. It makes me think, but
I
that's
don't know
the
about one Jay Crowder.
Jay Crowder is 107.
105 last season.
105 last year.
Dang.
And he don't play a lot of minutes either. He play about 28 minutes a game.
And he could guard the 1 through the 4.
He can guard, bro.
Like he can like. I like Jay Crowder. Like Jay Crowder, the type of guy you hate when he's on another team, but when he's on your team, like
you love him, bro.
Yeah, like I like Jay Crowder. Everywhere Jay Crowder goes, the team gets better.
Yeah, but the only thing though is when I looked at his history, he only does like 2-year stretches with teams.
Yeah,
he's gone. So that means if you get him, you know what I'm saying, you already know he's gonna burn bridges.
Yeah, well, we'll use it for 2 years, and then that's when we use him for that. Whoever that next star is that's coming, make room for him.
I like the Jay Crowder move if we get Donovan Mitchell.
Bro,
if not, then I just want to run Cam, RJ, and get a younger, wing to run with those two. But Jay Crowder fits if we're trying to win now.
Right.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder's a good fit if you get Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Right.
Well, I was only thinking about them for that. The teams that might be considered in a 3-team deal,
Coach, would you consider an RJ Barrett for Jonathan Isaac and Jalen Suggs?
No. Nah.
I can't do it.
What?
Nah.
Why'd you get Brunson if that's the case?
Bro, if you don't get you can get Jalen Suggs?
I gotta see it first though, Free.
I don't know, man.
Nah.
So chat, how important is defense to you, chat? And I'm talking to the chat, y'all. Chat, Sally, all you guys, man, how important is defense to y'all? How important is defense? Do you have to have it? Do you have to build your franchise around it?
I mean, when we have an opportunity to score like we could with the team we got, I guess we don't need as much defense. I'll put it that way.
I always say defense in the regular season is overrated, but it's vital in the playoffs.
It's vital in the playoffs, but you gotta get to the playoffs in order to use it.
But you can low key get Isaac at the trade deadline for close to nothing, though, and that could be a game changer right before you hit the playoffs. And now put yourself in a position to have that wing defender that guards 1 through 4, probably 1 through 5.
You going in now?
I'm just finding dudes with defensive reputations.
That might be a false narrative.
It might be look at Miles McBride, dude with a defensive reputation, right? And his defensive rating is 112. That's why Knicks fans always tell me like, Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes shut down. And I'm like, I don't know. You know what the stats say? When you talk about the stats, people are like, nah, man, you can't go by the.
Like a lot of people and fans, man, they over exaggerate like instances that they watch in a certain game. They watch like they see, a couple possessions where someone did something and they think that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, all the time.
yeah.
Ben Simmons is a great defender, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, what? Ben Simmons for his career is 105.
Wow.
And he guards players.
Bro, if you could get a Ben Simmons, Jonathan Isaac in your starting lineup, bro.
What about
Yeah,
Tony
but-
Snell?
yeah,
Check out Tony Snell for me. I'm interested in him.
So I don't know if this is a dumb statement or not, but I'm gonna make it because this just came to my head and I think I believe it. Defense, I feel like it's overrated when you don't.
Dang, see, and he's kind of known for D. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Flag on the play.
He had those three good.
That's crazy.
Good years. He had 3 good years with Tibbs. Once he left Tibbs, bro, he's been all right.
I ain't seen Tony Snell play in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so to be a championship team, you got to have that balance, right? You can't just have defenders that can't score in the half court. Like you got to be able to defend and score in the half court. Jonathan Isaac and Ben Simmons are not scoring in the half court. It's gonna be real hard to get buckets.
Dang.
Robert Covington.
I always like Robert Covington.
Robert Covington, bro. Oh my God, that dude is elite.
And he could play the 4.
And he can play the 4.
Who's
and he okay? Portland, and he okay? I mean, I'm sorry, the Clippers.
Clippers right now. They don't want to come up off Robert Covington. They don't want Julius Randle.
Oh man,
but the problem is Robert Covington with Tibbs is gonna play 40 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Nah, he usually plays starter minutes, about 30 minutes a game, right?
Yeah, but we talking about Tibbs.
Oh man. So I bring this up to speak to certain narratives, right? Like here's the guy that I really want y'all to see, Patrick Beverley. I'm gonna put Patrick Beverley stuff in. Right. People are gonna say, so Champ, what do you think about Patrick Beverley? How good is Patrick Beverley defensively?
I think he's effective because he's annoying on defense. He's like a fly, just like always in your space.
He's not bad.
Yeah,
he's not bad.
He's always in your space. I think Patrick Beverley is underrated offensively though.
Okay.
I think he's underrated offensively. He's not an offensive juggernaut, but like I think he's one of those defenders that because they're so known for their defense that what they can do on offense gets overlooked. Like he's a better shooter than most of our guards, and we don't even view him for that. So
I just wanted to pick up Patrick Beverley.
Look at Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans he had that 1 year with San Antonio, or them 2 years in San Antonio, but after that he's been about league average, somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's
I know Dario was coming off an injury, but I'm curious what his is.
Who you talking about, Saric or Danilo Gallinari?
No, Saric from Phoenix.
He's still in the league. I thought he was playing back overseas.
Yeah, man.
No, he's still playing.
110 is not bad for a power forward, though.
I've always liked him, bro. I don't know why. Just something about him.
Them years in Philly where it was you remember the years in Philly where it was him, Robert Covington, Ben Simmons, and Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Bro, their defense was bananas, bro.
He is long. He's a long 6'10".
Yeah.
And he can shoot.
Look up Mikal Bridges.
I'll do. Oh, look at JoJo. 103.5 for his career.
Wow.
Bro, come on. This dude's a Hall of Famer, bro. I'm sorry. He a Hall of Famer. He doing that and averaging 20 points a game.
Bro, he had 100. in today's NBA, 100.4 that one season. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. That's crazy. I think that's the year where Philly had him, Matisse. Let me look up Matisse Thybulle. How do you spell Matisse? Is it M1? Thank y'all for the help spelling his name, man. I appreciate y'all. Matisse 105?
What?
Matisse Thybulle? God damn, bro.
What was dude that blew out everything in his knee from OKC? Roberson?
Andre Roberson?
Yeah, all he did was play defense.
How do y'all like Matisse Thybulle, though?
I mean, you know.
Right. But can he shoot?
He's just not one of them guys that, you know, that's sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but he's obviously a good D, you know.
That one year Andre Roberson played in Brooklyn, messed up his career. Oh, he only played. He ain't played real. He only played real ball since 2017.
Yeah.
I don't mind guys that have.
I don't know when he shot it.
That have, you know, good D ratings, but they got to represent a little bit of offense. Just a little something.
Yeah, man. So Selly says, Kawhi Leonard is 101. I'm gonna look up Paul George, but I think Paul George may be an overrated defender too. Psych. Paul George is 102.9. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. Paul George is like,
whoa, that dude was in the 90s up top, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Pacers.
saying. Yo, this is crazy.
I just don't like them games played them last 3 years. I don't look good.
No, that don't look good at all.
That's a shame, bro.
Nah, that don't look good at all, bro. Man. Dang, man. Yo, this is crazy.
I mean, that's the Clip. That's side. Hey, the Clippers are. I mean, I'm not saying they're a sleeping giant, but bro, that just their D alone. Then you think about what they could produce offensively with their stars.
Wow,
they're scary.
That is crazy. Tony Allen was 101.7.
Dang.
For his career. Man, are you serious? And he had that one bad year in New Orleans in 2018. If he wouldn't have played that year, he probably would have been 100. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. I'm gonna check one more. I'm gonna check Bruce Bowen and then we can.
Porzingis, yeah, 107.
Dang, Bruce Bowen is 102.2 for his career. That's crazy. Look at all them years Bruce Bowen played, and he was 102.
Bruce Bowtie.
Yeah. Dang. Yo, come on, man. Knicks fans, what we doing, bro? Like we looking at these numbers, right? Quentin Grimes is 111. Miles McBride is 111. RJ Barrett and Evan Fournier are 112.9, basically 113. Are we thinking that these dudes? All right, so Grimes is 111. McBride is 111. RJ and Fournier are 102 or 112.9. Let me go back and look at Donovan Mitchell one more time because I forgot his number.
Wait, what was Randle again? I know you looked that up a bunch. It was like 108.
No, I didn't look at Randle. I have to pull it up, pull Randle up again. But Donovan Mitchell. So if Grimes is 111, McBride is 111, RJ and Fournier is 113. Donovan Mitchell is 108.8. That's crazy. He was 111 last year, 110 the year before, 111.
Somebody said check Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan? Why we want to check Mike Jordan? Is it because we feel like somebody's gonna be close to him, or it's just they just want to know.
They want to
I
know.
also check
They just
Dennis
want to know.
Dennis Rodman while you at it.
Ooh. Mike is 102.7. That's
See what I'm
bananas.
saying? That's
They
great.
played in a different era though.
Yeah.
Mike was 102 and averaged 30 for his career.
Patrick
Yeah,
Ewing.
we'd have to like adjust the
Okay, Bill.
to fit the league scoring average.
Oh, that's gonna be like crazy.
And then like so we'd have to like adjust it to fit the league scoring average now, and then adjust their numbers to fit that, and see what it would be.
Bill Russell broke it. It was so low.
Look at Pat Ewing. Look at Pat
Woo!
Ewing defensive rating for his career. Are
I
you
knew
serious?
I'm sure every Knick in the '90s Knicks are probably gonna have low
Yeah,
numbers.
but Mason, bro. I bet you Mason's is low, bro. For real.
Who's the best defender of all time? I want to just do one or two more.
Best defender?
Who's the best defender? Y'all think the best right now? Pat Ewing is the best defender we check.
It's probably universally seen as Bill Russell, I would think.
Well, hey, the stat
Probably Akeem Olajuwon, maybe.
Yeah, the stat didn't come out until 1973.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Russell was retired.
But then again, that was a different league as well. So would Bill have been that dominant defensively?
Ooh. 97.
Dang. Yeah, I called it.
David Robinson. Let me check David Robinson real quick. I don't think his is. I don't think he.
David Robinson's 100.5. Watch this. I'm guessing. Oh.
What?
He was a better defender than Olajuwon and Tats.
Wow.
This is the 90s, man. This is not fair.
This is so 90s, bro.
But that 95 is crazy.
90s. Even David Robinson's smile is 90s.
But like
even his mustache is 90s.
If you think about that though, like the kind of an offensive player he was, and to still have that rating, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But what would that be?
I was going to say Rodman was the other one I wanted to try.
What would that be equivalent to today's NBA? Would like a 95 be equivalent to like a 108?
Maybe 105.
105?
Yeah, I would think. 105, 104, or something like that.
Yeah, probably like 103 or something like that. 95 is OD.
If I spelled this new name right, I'm gonna go drink me a beer.
Well, you just, I guess you can. What you could do is see what the league average was then and then now.
104.
That's impressive.
Giannis is 104, and
he was a
started
97.
Because if you remember that there was a time in the 80s that there was a lot of high scoring games.
He put up 90s defensive rating numbers just 3 years ago.
3 years ago, bro.
A 97.
Wow.
And he started his career with the worst defensive year. He started with a 110 in his rookie year.
So he had a 97 defensive rating and averaged 30 at the same time.
What? That's bananas, right? 97, and he averaged
30, 14, and 5.
30, 14, and 5. Yo, that is crazy.
I have a theory about Giannis, though.
I want to check. Yeah, he is an alien.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check Rudy Gobert, and then I'm gonna check Mitchell Robinson.
All right.
Rudy Gobert's defensive rating for his career is 100.5, bro.
That helps Donovan Mitchell's defensive rating.
No, he had 4 straight years with less than 100.
That's pretty impressive.
Dang, is crazy, bro. That is crazy, and for that reason, Minnesota gave up four first-round picks, bro. In this era of basketball, this dude's defensive rating is 100, including all the rule changes and the 14-second offensive rebounding shot clock and all of that. Pace of play is faster than it's ever been. More shots per game, and this dude still is 100.
One thing you got to remember, though, also, we don't talk about this, is there are some advantages defensively now that the 90s didn't have. Like, you've got to remember, during the 90s, the zone defense was illegal.
Right.
It had to be man defense.
Yeah.
So your rim protectors back then couldn't hang out under the rim like they can now.
Someone said Mitchell Robinson freeze. I am interested in what Mitchell Robinson's defensive rating is.
Yeah, y'all are gonna be shocked when y'all see Mitch. Y'all are gonna be
It's
shocked.
gonna be like
Y'all,
110.
I think y'all are gonna be like, why are we paying him 15 though?
What year did that zone defense rule come into play?
You
Freeze, you remember?
mean illegal when it became illegal, or when it? I mean, I'm sorry, when it was adapted.
Yes, when it was legal.
I don't know. I don't know. Mitch is 106.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what's crazy though? I think Mitch can be better than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Mitch defensive rating is 106.
That's pretty good.
That's damn good. Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
So pretty much we have 2 centers on our roster that are elite defenders by the numbers.
What about the third one? Is the third one elite?
Jericho Sims.
Yeah, let's see. Since we have the database pulled up.
Okay, that's not bad.
Wow, look at that. Yo, this is crazy.
So then what was Nerlens Noel?
I'll check it for you just real quick.
I'm sure it was pretty good because he's a I'm positive it was decent. Oh,
are you serious?
101.1 is hilarious.
Are you serious? That's Rudy Gobert territory.
It is.
Yeah. I'm saying.
The only thing is he just can't stay healthy.
And rebound.
Look.
But see, he wasn't a bad rebounder early on. He's gotten worse over time.
Yeah.
But he was getting more minutes though. Yeah, so he was getting a lot more minutes early on.
Yeah.
The zone defense was reintroduced to the NBA in 2001-2002 season.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
I just Nerlens just doesn't have any hands. He has like cow hoofs for hands. And he can't catch the ball. So.
And he only averaged 2 blocks a game one time.
You know why he's so good though? Because he can go on the perimeter, and recover really well. Like he's good at like recovering. Mitch is better at staying in front of perimeter defenders, but Nerlens Noel recovers really well. So
Right. And so Nerlens Noel get timely blocks.
Yeah, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I think I love this defensive analysis, bro. I wouldn't mind seeing. You said OG Anunoby?
Yeah.
Champ, you said OG Anunoby? Let's check OG Anunoby one more time.
Yeah, because that's my plan B to all of this. And that's a great plan B, I feel like.
Right. 108.6.
And that's skewed by the last 2 years.
Yeah. With more minutes.
Yeah.
See how he played 36 minutes a game last year?
Yeah.
He ain't playing 36. If the Knicks get him, he ain't playing 36 minutes.
I wouldn't even want him to.
He gonna probably be about 30 minutes.
Yeah, 20.
Probably started the 3, play about 30 minutes. Cam Reddish will be getting 18, 19, 20 minutes.
It's his steals per game that are impressive to me for a wing player. Almost 2 steals a game it's not almost 2, it's 1.5. But like that's impressive to me, I feel.
Right, that's very impressive. And then what kind of steal is it? Is it on-ball steal or a passing lane steal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because passing lane steal leads to fast breaks the other way. This is interesting, bro.
How many years does OG have left on his contract?
You making me pull up another website. Let me go to Spotify.
I think 2.
What the heck?
I think I don't want to. I'm guessing.
And he's making like 18, right? 19, something like that, a year.
Let me go back to Spotify. So OG Anunoby has 3 years left.
Oh wow.
Yep, 17, Well, 17, almost 19, almost 20.
That's a great. I'm telling you, when that salary cap goes up,
That's
that's a
nothing.
steal.
That's what we paying Fournier.
That's a steal.
Bro, that is.
He just got to be healthy.
But he is Clutch Sports.
Oh, okay. Our rivals.
But
Ain't
he
part
is
of the mafia.
Guess he's going to the Lakers.
Yes, he's going to the Lakers, right? Right. So hey, so y'all listen. This is the thing. I want to. So Nolan, this is what I often like away from the camera. I take deep dive looking at this stuff. So sometimes I sound like a loony bone, right? They're like, man, Uncle Freezy's done lost it. He crazy. He be doing them push-ups and eating that popcorn with all that red pepper flake on it and all that. Nah, bro. I look at stuff like this, bro. This is the stuff that I like to look at. Right? I like to look at stuff like this, right? To determine like what type of player we should be looking for. That's why I say getting Donovan Mitchell is not such a bad idea if they hurry up and buy.
Yeah.
If they pull the trigger, pull the trigger.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But don't have me waiting all night. You know what I'm saying? You got me waiting. Come on, man. You got me waiting like an R&B song, bro. No, man. Just do it.
Yeah. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Oh my! I don't even want it no more.
Like I think after the RJ signing last night, I think it did something to me.
Yeah.
Like I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like let's just run. Like we like what's the worst that could happen, man? We go out next year and we not good enough. We got 2 first-round draft picks or 3. I can't remember how much we got next year's draft. 4 next year's draft.
Like I want to tell myself to move on, but God, I know it's just still lingering in the back of my head, bro.
Right. Don't be a Scottie.
I know. I want to move on. I want to move on so bad, bro. I do.
I just don't think it's fair to our young guys. It's just not fair.
It's not fair, right?
It's just the elephant in the room situation, man.
It destroyed chemistry.
It's like it's being thirsty for somebody to really get it, and not being happy for what you got. J. Cole said, "Love yours."
Yeah. Like, and the only reason why I wish Leon Rose would come out is for that one reason. So, like these young dudes that they think they're getting put up, you know, that does mess with your psyche a little bit. I don't care who you are, you know.
Yeah, and me and Coach had a similar conversation like this about running backs, right? Like people think that Emmitt Smith is better than Barry Sanders, right? But when you look at yards per carry before being touched, right? Emmitt Smith averages 2 yards. That means he gets the ball and gets a 2-yard head start before he's touched. Barry Sanders is 0.5.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, you're getting touched almost immediately.
Immediately.
And
right?
And really, any running back that had, I mean, most guys that play running back, especially the ones that make the NFL, if you 220, 2 whatever, and you got a little giddy up in your step, you get that 2 yards. That's all you need. Like
that's a long run.
Yeah, all you get, like the line of scrimmage. Once you get past the line of scrimmage, that's a wrap. That's a running back's dream.
Yep.
I mean, you're dealing with the second level guys and them DBs trying to attack you. That 2 yards is almost what what's his name average?
Yeah.
Total. What's that running back they kicked out of the league? He didn't last long.
Lawrence Phillips.
Nah, it was after him. It was recently.
What is Keldon
He was a high draft pick.
What is Keldon Johnson's measurements? You don't like? Is he a 2? Is he a 3?
He's a 2 that plays a lot of 3 at some point.
Okay.
So he does the same thing that dude in Houston does. He's a 2 that plays 3 and wants to be a point.
That wants to be a point.
Finesse. DeJounte's like 107, 108. But he.
DeJounte Murray real quick. I just wanted to get into a thing about how the Knicks can improve this team without going, oh, DeJounte Murray locked down.
Yeah.
Locked down. Come on,
I mean,
bro.
that's a good team D he was on, too.
I would have
Yeah,
liked.
man.
I always said I would have liked DeJounte Murray if we didn't get Jalen Brunson.
Right.
Like I
Right.
would have liked him if we didn't get Jalen, or like, and I wouldn't have. I don't have a preference for either guy, but you know, I don't want both of them. I wouldn't want both of them, but one of them. But yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that
man.
101 a few years ago was impressive.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, so let me ask y'all this: with seeing these numbers, because this is the part of stuff that I'd be wanting to try to drive conversation with, and not just because people will say stuff like, "Man, hey, DeJounte Murray, the best defender in the league," and blah. No, you know, let's look at some stuff that quantify. You know, what I'm saying some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like when me and Coach was talking about, let's look at running backs who had the most yards per carry after being touched. You know what I'm saying? Because being a clean running back and setting an all-time rushing record is one thing, but being a running back with an average offensive line and like Curtis Martin and being up there, like is Curtis Martin just as good as Emmitt Smith? You have to consider.
Definitely.
You have to consider it. Is Frank Gore?
Curtis Martin was a dog.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And aside from Nick Mangold and the Brickashaw Ferguson, who else was on that line?
That's my favorite name of an athlete ever. The Brickashaw.
And he was on them Patriots teams before they started that little dynasty.
And that was the end of his career with Nick Mangold.
Yep. Yeah. Because he could. Yeah. And so I guess what I'm getting at is this though. You know, when you look at real hardcore numbers, do we have to go? Can we find us a Scottie Barnes? Can we find a Scottie Barnes in the NBA without giving up the farm for him? Champ, do you like a Scottie Barnes type small forward?
Yeah.
But understand what you're not gonna get now. You're not gonna get 3-point shooting, right? And you're not gonna get a bucket getter, not yet, right? You're not gonna get 3-point shooting, and you're not gonna get a bucket getter. But what you're gonna get is a dog on defense, and you're gonna get a dude that rebounds at a high level for his position.
Yeah. Especially if I have a 4 like Obi Toppin, I want a 3 like Scottie Barnes.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. Okay. You know, because Obi's not going to rebound the ball. We know that.
Yeah.
All right. So is Scottie Barnes a good defender?
That's his reputation.
That's his reputation. Let me look it up.
Oh.
Because now I'm afraid to say yes and no now because Freezy got me on my toes.
111.2.
Not far from RJ.
Yeah, so that's like right below league average, I guess. Right.
Is this something to centers having collectively higher defensive ratings than other positions? Is there something to that?
Okay.
Positionally, maybe?
Let's look at the league MVP then. Let's look at the MVP.
Yeah. Oh, hello. And he ain't even known for that.
A 105.3 defensive rating with an offensive player with a guy like Jokic with that offensive talent is ridiculous. That's not fair.
And
but that's not gotta be wrong with that because Jokic don't play no defense.
But that's what people say. Look, I got another player that people say don't play defense, right?
Freeze. Is that 1.5 steals a game?
That is 1.5 steals per game.
No way.
Dang.
It is, sir.
Hey, I'm telling you, putting yourself in the right position. You're a smart basketball player. That goes a long way.
That goes a long way. Anticipation.
Positioning.
And sometimes baiting. You bait people into throwing a bad pass.
So what the hell is James Harden?
Ooh,
Bim.
James Harden probably a 120.
Look at Julius Randle. Julius Randle for his career.
Julius Randle's a liability on defense.
That's what people say, right? Ain't that what people say all the time?
Yep.
People say that all the time until you bring up numbers, and then they're like, "Nah, man, that's not what I meant."
And then look at when his role on the Lakers was that of a role player. He had a 107.4 defensive
Yeah.
rating and a
Wh-
108.4 in
When
2
he
out of 3
wasn't
years.
ball dominant,
Yeah,
and he wasn't selfish back then, apparently.
Yeah, and he was still playing a lot of minutes too.
Yeah.
His
And-
numbers are skewed by a couple bad years, really.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say
When
he's a
not even bad
liability.
years, but
They weren't bad. Just
yeah, a little higher
he
than
wasn't leaned on yet. Early.
yeah.
like the 2-1-12 skew his numbers a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that
I would say
17
that
season,
was quick.
he averaged 3.6 assists.
Julius Randle was a top 5 prospect from his class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember when UConn.
He went to Kentucky for a reason.
Yeah. My favorite memory of Julius Randle is watching him fall to his knees on the national championships floor while UConn celebrated.
Him and was he there with Terrence Jones?
No, yeah. Terrence Jones, him, James Young,
Yeah.
Harris. Was it both of the Harrison twins? I think so.
Look
I
at
think the Harrison twins with
Look
the
at
Harrison twins with Cat, right?
Nah, they were there because I remember Shabazz Napier and Ryan Boatwright locked them up.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at Obi defensive rating.
That's it.
It
has to be something to big men. It got to be something about big men, Freeze.
You think so?
It has to be. It has to be.
I don't know, man. I think it's team specific.
That too.
That's what I think. I think it's because if you notice, like teams, the more good defenders you have, the lower your defensive rating is. Like I'm willing to bet that Jaylen Brown has a very low defensive rating because he plays with Marcus Smart
and Tatum, who upped his defensive game this year too.
Yeah, see, look at 108.
And
108, right?
And Al Horford's a great positional defender.
Yeah, I'm curious what Al Horford's is when he's in, because I think it's better when what's his name's in though, Williams.
Oh, I doubt it. Not with a 102.3.
Horford's is that? Wow.
No, that's Robert Williams.
That's Robert Williams.
Oh yeah, I was about to say because I'm looking at my TV. There's like a slight delay compared to the.
Oh yeah, they're just elite on defense in every position.
Yeah.
I mean, Horford's been pretty good.
Yeah, because you see the year before in OKC
on other teams,
he was a 111. He goes to a better defensive team and he goes to a 104.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, man. What's the point guard name in Sacramento?
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah. Let's look at De'Aaron Fox. I get out of it. Yeah.
And people wanted to trade him for Julius Randle. Remember that, Freeze?
Yeah, man.
Oof.
Yeah, man.
Just for fun, just for giggles, can we look at James Harden?
James Harden, let's do it.
That's gonna be. I bet you that's gonna be a surprising number.
I think so. I think so because he played on. I think his defensive rating is going to be lower since he played
because Philly was pretty. Yeah.
Narratives are crazy. Because that's one of
narratives are.
Dang. Oh shoot.
Narratives are crazy.
I don't know if I trust this no more.
Narratives are crazy. That means think about this. The reason why
102 in Houston?
Yeah, that's the year that they just loaded up with a bunch of defenders and 3-point shooters. It was Harden, Bledsoe, McLemore, Covington, Tyson Chandler, PJ Tucker, Clint Capella.
I bet you Chandler's was good.
Yeah, Chandler's probably good. That's I did not expect that. I'm not going. Him and Jokic kind of threw me.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. You know who really threw me? Lou Dort.
Yeah. Could that be an OKC issue? Like you playing with a bunch of young guys and.
Let me look at Carl Anthony Townsend just real quick. Carl Anthony.
SGA too. I'm curious.
108.9. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't seen a big man with a bad defensive rating yet, Freeze.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I think that part of that is too is because some teams go to small ball at times.
Mm-hmm.
I think the reaction to that is, other teams try to go small ball too sometimes, but the teams that stick to their guns, keep a big man in there, there might be something to that,
Yeah, man. Yeah, and also I think teams don't just roll out offense only bigs anymore.
Yeah, no.
There's no such thing as the big man with no rim protection. All he does is score. You get your scoring from perimeter players now. Like, Coach, you remember when you could just get all offense from, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
From centers, and they wouldn't hardly play no defense. But now with rim protection being paramount, bro, it's crazy, man.
What is someone like? I guess Lopez? His stats might be skewed.
Robin Lopez. Lopez was.
I like Robin Lopez.
But I meant Brooke. Brooke because he's one that isn't known for.
For
now that he. Yeah.
Let me give me a second.
But now that he played, since he was playing with Giannis, I don't know if that changed.
I'm sure he has a good defensive rating because he plays on a team with Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Giannis.
Yeah,
like I'm sure his defensive rating.
Yeah, Dre, what's good, man?
Peace.
What
I was trying to get on the panel for a minute.
My bad. I wasn't.
Got lost in them stats.
Yeah, man,
I know, man.
Yeah, my bad. I was just.
Nah, you good, man.
The nerve came out of you.
Hey, you know what? It's helping me. It's helped me get my mind off this trade and all that stuff. I kind of like it, bro. It's refreshing.
Those stats are telling, but there's also ways to contextualize a lot of it as well. And like for instance, how you named James Harden, they had legitimately 3 or 4 elite 3-and-D players on that Houston team at the same time.
At the same time, yep.
So when you look up Trae Young's defensive rating from year to year, I feel like his defensive rating the year that he beat us was probably a lot lower because they were hiding him a ton more.
Oh,
I feel like it was lower than his normal because I know it's probably high.
No disrespect, but when you see this number, you're gonna be like,
"Oh, it's outrageous." I know it's terrible, but I'm talking about the 1 year.
That's really.
I know
bad.
he has like an outlier year there. I know he has one outlier year.
This is for his
where
career,
it's like
bro.
110 or something. He has to have an outlier year, like 1 year that it wasn't horrific.
No, they're all the same.
Oh my
116, 117, 116, 117.
Okay, so question.
And
like,
Coach
at
McMillan
what
was trying his hardest to hide him too.
At one point, does you being that bad defensively take away from how great you are offensively?
Yeah.
When you're not dominant on offense, like a lot of, I want to say Jokic. Jokic is really good on defense.
Yeah.
Jokic is really good on defense.
I knew it. Let's see this.
I feel like a lot of it is because he's so great on offense that they're always setting other teams to play up in half court because they're consistently scoring.
Do it.
But that doesn't really transfer for Trae. But I feel like defensive rating also takes into account rebounding, and if you're a great rebounder, it kind of leads into.
Dre, you want to see it? You want to see it?
Freezy is a psychopath, and he knows exactly what he's doing to this chat.
Jokic.
Okay, I'm going to flash it. I'm going to put it on screen right now.
Okay.
Oh, Lee, put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on his name,
Carmelo.
bro. Look at them Denver years. Look at the Denver years.
I thought Melo was lazy and played no defense.
Wait. He had a 101.8 his first year in New York. That's pretty good.
Hey, that's that MVP league.
No, the MVP year was the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Who was his coach's first year? I already forgot.
D'Antoni.
Right? It was D'Antoni. Yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
Bro, if you could have a 101 with D'Antoni, That's pretty good.
But all they did was put defenders around him. You remember Sean Williams?
Yeah.
That's all they did. All he did was Bill Walker.
Look how much minutes a game he was playing. That is so nasty.
I just want to drink.
But that's typical for D'Antoni. He runs all his guys a ton of
And
minutes.
that was a strike year, right?
Yeah, the 55 games.
Yeah.
38 minutes a game. That is just nasty.
Yeah, man.
Like Carmelo destroyed his knees for this franchise, and we just don't show that man any respect.
What was he last year? Scroll down.
If you look at the history for all the stars that's ever played for D'Antoni, damn near all of them broke down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can say the same for Tibbs. See, they played a lot for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's be honest here. Him.
Hey, 114 still that's still better than some of the guys we got.
Him playing 32 minutes, 25 and 26 minutes a game at almost 40 years old is
I saw a Carmelo stat where it was like teams that try to isolate him, they shoot like a terrible percentage or something like that, like 30% because they try to isolate him.
Yeah, because he was never a bad man-to-man defender. Melo would get
a lot of times he would get overly aggressive. Like you ever Melo's not gonna call, he'll come back down and foul the hell out of somebody just because.
I hated when he did that. Melo would play hard, but he would play like
not smart.
Hard. Yeah, I hated it.
He's still a bucket off the bench, though. He's still a bucket.
So his defensive rating is better than Obi.
Hold on. In 2016, 2017, Carmelo Anthony averaged 3 steals a game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dang.
Pretty much. Let me scroll up to see. 2.9. Let me see. But that's assist.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it changed up. Okay, because
yeah. His his highest steals per game right now is 1.3.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I do know he leads the league in swipe blocks.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
So Dre, what do you think about the Knicks trading for Jonathan Isaac?
I actually love it.
I love it. I
honestly,
I'm not even for next to nothing.
Not even gonna hold you. He might actually be a better fit going forward for the roster if he stays healthy.
Yes, if he can stay healthy.
And
listen, and champ. Now, see, I wouldn't want to go get Jonathan Isaac, right? Because coming off of a devastating knee injury, you don't know if he'll ever be the same.
Right.
But if I wind up getting you messed around and let me get OG Anunoby and go get that would motivate me to go get Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac could be, I think, like a deadline move.
Nah, bro. I don't.
Yeah, because they got Paolo. There's no way they're gonna keep him.
But now listen. But Dre, listen what I'm saying. I'm going to get as the day I get OG Anunoby is the same day I'm trying to go get Jonathan Isaac, and I'm trying to piecemeal them together to play major minutes, but not a lot early on, right? Early on, I'm playing OG 26 minutes a game. I'm playing Jonathan Isaac off the bench, maybe 20 minutes a game. And I know he don't want to come off the bench. I know Jonathan Isaac can be Scottie Pippen, bro. I know this. We've seen it. A dude 6'11" with handles and can shoot the three.
Scottie Barnes is going to be a problem. Like a very
no. I ain't talking about. But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Jonathan Isaac.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about Jonathan Isaac.
Have you pulled up his defensive rating?
Yeah, it was good.
It was crazy.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
And they've been terrible defensively in Orlando for years, like on a team basis. But
but bro, what I'm trying to point out to Champ is if you have an offense that has Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, and then I can go get OG Anunoby and Jonathan Isaac to go with Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein's defense, and I have Cam Reddish coming off the bench.
Yeah, see, that's
the only question I have about that is
you traded RJ Barrett for you. So why did you do that?
No, I didn't trade RJ Barrett. No, I didn't.
Also, OG and Jonathan Isaac are coming off the bench.
Yeah, you saving them, bro, because both of them are injury prone.
That's a deep team. If we could pull that off, I'm with it.
Yeah, bro, you got to play RJ and Cam early so that you can play OG and Jonathan Isaac late in the season when it matters.
And that also saves RJ's legs from guarding the best offensive players every night. Because you asking a lot of RJ, because we ask him to guard the best man and then get guarded by the best defenders on the same team every night.
So what you're saying, that'll make Cam the backup 2?
That'll make Cam the backup 3. I would like to see Isaac and OG get some minutes at the 4. Right? Okay. Some minutes at the 4. You know what I'm saying? 3 and 4, whatever. But the thing is, when you take
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize
that. But it's wing players, bro. It's not just OG. It's all wing players, bro.
Who is our starting 4 in that scenario?
I would say OG, and I know he's not a 4. But I'm asking you to buy into the 3 wingman theory, right? 1 playmaker, 3 wing players, and a rim protector. I'm asking you to buy into that as opposed to point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. See, because
you mean like how the Raptors did it, essentially.
Right.
Right. You can have a small backcourt and have a bunch of 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys.
What the Clippers are doing. The Clippers do it with Paul George, Robert Covington, and Kawhi Leonard.
So.
Yep. And the Frenchman too.
And Nick Batum and Nicholas Batum.
So this is us assuming that we can kind of get Jonathan Isaac at a discount.
No, you're gonna have to pay for him, bro. You're gonna have to pay for him.
All right, so we give up 2 unprotecteds for Donovan Mitchell. Let's say Leon gets what he wants. 2 unprotecteds. Right, we probably gonna have to give up at least 1 unprotected for OG.
Okay.
That's 3. Right. And then so we still have another unprotected left. And some second round picks.
Nah, you're not doing that. You're not doing
playing player for player.
Yeah, you giving up Obi Toppin. Notice I ain't said Obi name yet.
Okay.
Because you giving up because in theory, all the stuff that Obi gives you, instead of getting it from 1 player only when he comes into the game, now you're getting it from 4 wing players that rotate.
Okay. So
think about this. Think about what happens when Jonathan Isaac gets the steal and you got OG and RJ sprinting back the other way. Or when RJ get the steal and Jonathan Isaac and OG sprint the other way. Mm-hmm. Or OG get the steal and Isaac and RJ sprint the other way. And you just happen to have a dude that's 6'1" and can jump out of the solar system.
I have a question that some people may not like, but I think it's worth asking down the line. Down the line, does it benefit the Knicks to invest in Donovan Mitchell at the point guard position?
Yes.
And try to upgrade or increase the size around him. Like, so that means you have to get rid of Jalen Brunson at some point, but put Donovan Mitchell at the actual point guard position.
Would you consider moving Jalen Brunson to your bench?
To get who?
$100 million though? Of the bench?
Nah, but you don't pay him $100 million a year.
True. And it's descending.
Yeah.
But I feel like that I don't know if Leon Rose would be okay with that. But then again, they like coaching and the front office hasn't been 100% in sync.
Yeah,
anyway.
Andre Iguodala wasn't okay with that either. But when he did that, he won a ring. He won 2 rings.
True.
Because and I asked that question because I've been thinking it's been in the back of my mind all summer. Like Donovan Mitchell can be a point guard in today's NBA. He can play the point guard position.
Right. You just don't want him. Point guards take a pound into. So you don't want him taking. Right. You don't want 1 point guard taking. That's why you can't keep him healthy.
But if his backup is Jalen Brunson, think about it. That's similar to what Toronto did. Fred VanVleet didn't start with Donovan Mitchell. I mean, with Kyle Lowry.
Not at first, but he did the last year. Kyle was there,
right? But I mean, like the year they won
the
championship.
Yeah, championship.
Right?
Yeah.
He played big minutes, but they didn't start them together for that reason.
Bro.
And
won't
like
that
believe-
could work.
staggering their lineups allows them to cook on their own.
Hey, Freezy,
Basically.
What happened?
look up Derek Favors.
Derek
Derek
Favors.
Favors. So Derek Favors has something to do with this. What Coach with what's the name was talking about?
What do you mean?
He just wanted.
He
to
had
see
something to do with.
Oh,
what Derek was
I'm
talking
sorry. Yeah, the defense is there. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
about? I'm
cut
just
you off.
asking. No. I'm just asking for the sake of. Okay. Man. Okay. Now I'm just trying to keep a flow of the conversation, bro. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
And not to it. I'm just trying to. Okay.
I feel like if we were to have them, there's gonna be times where we stagger them, and one is like Donovan Mitchell is gonna be the de facto like point guard when he plays with the bench, and Jalen Brunson's getting his rest, his breather. That's probably what's gonna happen. If Derrick Rose is not on this team, of course, but then
Which he's
yeah,
still
I
gonna be.
see that thinks he's a point guard, but he's really not.
Because I just don't want Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson to be playing all their minutes together.
Yeah.
Like
that is
I
100%.
don't-
You stagger playmakers like that.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Which
I
is why
really.
quickly being 6'3", I mean he's not huge, but being 6'3"
No,
helps.
he's not tiny though. He's not tiny,
Right.
Which,
Um,
and you see the videos of him. He's putting on some weight, man.
yeah.
Like he's trying to do that Steph Curry regimen where Steph just put on like over the years. Steph put on like at least 20, 25 pounds of straight muscle. He's not the skinny kid out of Dayton anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
So
he's
you can't get
put on
bullied.
that. He's put on a little bit of that papa weight, that dad, getting that dad age. You know what I'm saying?
What up, gentlemen? What's up, Jones? How you guys doing, man?
What's that? Wisdom?
Greetings.
What up? What
There
up?
we go. Yes, sir.
Wiz,
Yo, man.
how do you feel? Were you excited when you saw the news? Cause I know you're one of the skeptics when it comes to RJ Barrett. So I'm interested to hear your perspective.
I was excited not because it was RJ, but because Leon made a gangster move against Ainge, and I love that. Also, to establish our integrity and character and loyalty to our drafted player, to renew him. So those two factors alone overwhelmed any thoughts I had about RJ himself. And then when I saw the amount, how the contract was, I'm like, that's the salary I wanted RJ to get. I'm okay. I'm comfortable with that salary. So yes, I was very
I thought he was
pleased.
going to get more.
I thought he was going to get exactly.
More.
In fact, once I heard the 120, I'm like, oh man, they're going to give him 30 a year. I'm like, oh no. It's incentive based to get to that 30 a year, and that deservedly would be
Even if
accurate.
it was 30, though, I think it would be a steal at just 30.
I mean, especially in an era where there's been across the league overpaying for people a lot.
Man, look at what Tobias Harris makes, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't think they deserve it.
Yeah, in an era when they be overpaying people like crazy, we actually held firm and maybe we're not giving RJ enough credit on this either. Like this is the kind of thing I was saying about him. We're underselling. Like he's a team guy. He's thinking about the team and their future. You know what I'm saying?
He improves every year.
Exactly.
Like he's a hard worker.
He's the ideal employee as far as
it's
concerned. Ideal. All aspects.
And he believes in himself enough because technically the deal is 4 years, 107.
Yeah, and then
he believes in himself enough to get that 120.
I won't belabor the point, but because I've made it multiple times, a few days ago. But I saw Nick G in the chat, say a steal with question marks. When that salary cap goes up, RJ Barrett's only making 15% of your salary cap.
Yeah.
That's a steal.
Right. Now
for someone that we consider a two-way player, two-way starter, potentially, that is that is way below premium.
But
That's
hey,
way
but
below
Dre, this
premium price.
is this is the reason why we're doing the defensive rating search, is because a
Right.
lot of times we throw around the term two-way player,
Yeah,
and dudes are only one way, right?
right,
You know what I'm saying? They say because
right.
Lou Dort has a defensive reputation, and when you look at his defensive rating,
It doesn't match up.
yeah,
Right.
Well, what was
Yep.
his rating that year when he had Chris Paul on his team? Because I know he
I'll
was
look it up.
giving James Harden fits in those playoffs, if y'all recall.
so you're talking about 1920? It was 111.4.
Ooh, and that's his best.
That's his
strange.
best. Yep.
Wow.
Now, Freezer, the three-wing concept, brilliant. I don't know if you guys know basketball, college basketball. But remember, Louisville used to have all the guys who were like all 6'8". Was it Louisville?
Yep.
I love that concept of guys who can play. All of them can just move around without any question, and I love that idea. So if we can get a three-wing on the floor, and then like a athletic big, whether it's Mitch or Sims, but iHeart also is solid. I would love that. I'd love to see how that team looks like. That would be a beautiful thing.
Yep.
So
My ideal lineup, Wiz, with that is this. When Jalen Brunson goes to the bench, you play Donovan Mitchell, RJ at the 2, OG at the 3, Isaac at the 4, Mitch at the 5.
Ooh, man. Oh,
right?
man.
Or Hart would be at the when they go on the bench.
Well, whichever one you play. Whichever five.
It's interchangeable.
And we would call that the gravy lineup. You know why? Because we would be smothering teams.
Exactly. Yes.
I feel like
both ways. I feel like
that lineup would work even better with Harden because he can allow Donovan Mitchell to play off ball, and they'll run that high screen that for Higher Hart to hit cutters if we have off ball movement.
And all the guys can slash.
And it'll free up the lane so they can slash even easier.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. Oh man. Yeah, I need to call. I'm calling Dolan right now. We got a new coach. His name was Uncle Freezy. I'm telling you right now. Let's go.
Beep. Hello.
GM
coach.
Assistant coach Freezy.
Yeah,
head coach, man. Head coach and assistant GM. Assistant GM
man.
and head coach. That's what I'm saying, man. Yo, man, wouldn't it be great if a owner would go outside the box and go, I'm going to hire one of those fans I hear all the time talking, and let's see. Either shut him up or shock him.
A lot of these analytics guys get hired similarly to that, to be absolutely honest, where they have no original ties to the game of basketball at a grassroots level, or as far as developing. But Daryl Morey example is a prime example of that, actually.
Yep, I like that idea, man. So, they're listening to you, Freezy.
John
Hollinger
Holland
to you right now. They could be writing up a contract along with RJ's contract to be like, we need another contract. Put the name Uncle Freezy at the top right there and see if he'll accept it.
Yeah, man.
But you have to bring in a couple backups, couple guys to help you out though. Couple assistants. Okay? I'm not gonna volunteer right away, but you know what I'm
saying? He looking for that check, man. That's what he got.
Yeah, man.
Now look at me rolling with Uncle Freezy the Knicks games every night. All over the country.
Freeze. I wanted to ask, did you see that clip of that assistant that we used to have that was from Kentucky, Kenny Payne, talking about James Dolan? Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
I'll post it in the chat. You might want to play it. It's actually a great clip. It was Kenny Payne was at a church out by Louisville, and he was speaking on it was a thread, but he was speaking on James Dolan and how great he's been to him.
Right.
And it's actually really great. Hold on, I'll find it.
It's not on YouTube, is it?
No, it's Twitter. It's Twitter.
Okay.
You might want to actually play it though, but
it depends. It depends on if we can play it without getting the Twitter police down our. You know how the Twitter police.
Yeah. I'll post it right. Okay, look in the chat right now.
Okay. All right.
Kenny
Yeah,
Payne like
man.
basically asked for James Dolan blessing to go, and like a lot of it was some real touching stuff, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yo, this morning for you guys were cooking this morning. I was trying to get in, but I was on the 405 on the side street going through the mountains. So I kept on getting dropped every 5 minutes.
You was
Man.
on
I
the
was like,
you was on the 405. I already know that was crazy.
exactly, it was crazy. Wife was coming back from a retreat at LAX, and I was like, oh man! And every time I'm trying to get in, I'm like, let me get off the freeway. I have to run through this tunnel. I got dropped. You call up my name, and I'm trying to talk. I'm like, it's we're disconnected, but you're still
We
in the
thought you got
chat.
nervous. We thought you got
Ah.
nervous.
Oh yeah, you know some Marines are always just nervous, nervous Nellies who don't want to go out there.
Yeah, man.
Actually, there's a good 5 minute bit of man, what's that white comedian who's actually used to be in the Navy? I just drew a blank in his name, but he just did a 5 minute bit on the Marine recruiter came and talked to him about trying to sign up, and goes, we'll be the few the proud. We're the first ones in. He goes, I'm not for that. I want to go second or third. I want to be first. So, but yeah, man. But this morning I was like, "Damn, these guys are cooking. I want to jump in there." You guys are like
rolling.
You know what it is, boss.
Yep, that's the way to do it, man. You guys are doing it, man. Telling you, Dolan gotta be listening, man.
I want to respond to the guy in the chat, Gregory Castillo. RJ didn't get robbed. He making a little more than he should, and potentially a lot more if he has incentives. I'm letting you know right now, if he makes one All-Star game, he is worth way more than $30 million to the New York Knicks. Incentives aside. If he just makes one All-Star team. And that's just the low end of what I think his potential is.
Okay.
And if the Knicks make a playoff run, it's well worth it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking at the. Give me a second.
All right.
Now, are you worried that that this is still not they can't rule it out? I mean, under the poison pill, but it is possible that you still may be in the play somehow.
I don't see it happening. It could happen, but it would actually force us to make it a 3-team deal, which is probably the more likely thing to happen. But the poison pill makes it more difficult. It makes it a lot more difficult, actually.
Like, because I remember seeing, I forget which broadcast I saw it on. They were saying like there was 178 instances.
And only one got traded.
Yeah, one at all. It was So
true. Okay. So the odds are against it then.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think it was like Freezy said earlier. It was like a line in the sand statement signing, like trying to show like the whole RJ was up for a trade talk was BS, and I mean I don't know. There's there's definitely some gamesmanship going on.
Absolutely. And I like the move.
I mean, I feel like RJ wasn't really just thrown into the deal, but he was inquired. So if you're gonna do due diligence, okay, I'll listen to your offer. And if you're not gonna like actually entertain it seriously in good faith, well, I'm just gonna sign RJ because I actually like RJ anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, like they can offer all they want. It's still ain't for real if you sign it.
You can be like, you have to be delusional to think, okay, that RJ's off limits for a talent as good as Donovan Mitchell. Like, no one should be off limits on his team for someone as good as him. But if the sum of the deal makes no sense, then you can easily pull away and bet on the future of RJ and pay him a decent number, which is fair. And for that number, it's more than fair, his value for what he actually is.
Which of you were you in your best offer right now? Put in your best offer up. Would you accept your best offer for Mitchell or go with the squad we got right now? Whatever your best offer is.
Like, are you talking about like what's the most?
Like the most I'd give up. or
I'm
the
still
best.
willing
The
to give
most you
up.
give up for Mitchell, would you do that deal, or would you rather not do a deal at all?
Well, the most I
I'm
give
still
up is
I'm still willing to give up.
three.
Go ahead. You go.
The most I give up is probably 3 unprotected in one of Grimes or Obi and filler. That's the most I'd give up. But Danny Ainge doesn't even want
You
that.
mean
So
Fournier, like, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Fournier or Derrick
I,
Rose.
see. I'm willing to go Obi, Grimes, Fournier, and the 3 unprotecteds. I know that sounds crazy, but
I mean, that's
that's the
not.
max.
I mean, that's not crazy. Like I'd rather not give up 2 of them, but if that's what it is, then that's what it is.
Yeah, I think.
That's
Hey,
kinda
yo,
like-
let me play this real quick because
Yes.
I just heard part of it. I want to share this with everybody. Hey, Dre, thank you for this too, bro. By the
No
way,
problem.
I just want to just be patient with me while I do this thing. Real
Yes,
quick.
finesse.
And the
Hardenstein
owner
can
says, "Kenny,
defend.
we got something to talk about, don't we?" I said, "Yeah, we do." He said, "Why would I let you go?" He said, "I value you. You're on the board of governors for the NBA, and nobody knows."
Wow.
He said, "You're one of the highest paid assistant coaches in the NBA, and nobody knows. I value you." I said, "Mr. Dolan, can I just be honest with you?" And he said, "Please." I said, "Because I just don't see it." I said, "I need your blessing and I need your blessedness." I said, "Blessing and blessedness?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "One, I need you to bless me to go to Louisville. And here's why. Have you ever heard the name Breonna Taylor?" And he said, "Yes, I heard." I said, "Well, there's a Black community that's suffering, that's neglected. That's first."
All right, I gotta pause it right there so that YouTube won't think that I'm spamming. I'm just gonna give it about 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, sir.
So then I said, second, there's a group of athletes that played with me, before me, after me, that is neglected. They don't have access. I have to bridge that gap.
Come on, man.
I said, there's a business community that is on the verge of maybe walking away from this university. I got to bridge that gap. Now, as I say this to you, I'm not a minister. I'm not a politician. I'm a basketball guy. So I don't know if I can do this. And I said, but here's the second part. You're a blessed man. I said, when your father handed you the New York Knicks, what was it worth? Because he handed it to you. What was it worth? 1.5 billion? What is it worth now? 8, 9 billion dollars? You're blessed. You took what your father gave you and you ran through the stratosphere. I need you to come to Louisville and be a part of it with me. He stood up just about with tears in his eyes and he said, you have my blessing. Go help Louisville. That's how I got here. That's how I
got here. So does James Dolan get a bad rap?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He gets a bad rap for not being a basketball guy, but he's always passionate about trying to win, so he doesn't make the right decision always.
Right.
But he's willing to fit the bill for any cost to try to put a winner out there.
Right.
That's why he has like the highest paid probably assistants in the league, short of the Warriors.
Right. He said he put Kenny Payne on the NBA board of governors. That's crazy.
And nobody knows.
He said he made Kenny Payne one of the highest paid assistant coaches in the league, and nobody knows except the Knicks and Kenny Payne. Like he didn't go out there. He don't go out there and brag about all the stuff that he does for all these different people. You know, so Coach, you know what? You know what happened when David Stern passed away? You know who paid for David Stern's funeral and everything that came with it? James Dolan.
James Dolan.
James Dolan paid for David Stern's funeral and everything that came, all the stuff. James Dolan did that. Right? So I know a lot of people say this stuff like, man, sell the team and blah, blah, blah. We all have the right to our own opinion. Personally, I like James Dolan a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I like him. Am I frustrated that the franchise hadn't won a championship? Yes. But his father, when his father was in charge, he didn't win a championship either.
No.
Winning championships is hard.
It's 30 other teams trying to do it. I mean, 29 other teams trying to do it.
Every year. Every year, their sole purpose is to win a championship that year or build a team in the future that can win a championship.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Even OKC tried it one time, a couple times.
Yeah, man.
And they're trying to stack the deck, trying to get Hall of Fame talent out the draft to try to win. It's just they're taking a roundabout approach
because it worked one time, and they think they can catch lightning in a bottle again.
Yeah.
Kind of like this football team that used to wear these ugly colors like red and orange and white and silver, and they used to have a pirate on the side of the helmet, right? They had a draft.
It's pewter. It's pewter.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was like a mix of. I couldn't. I think they call it pewter power or something is what they call it, right? They had a draft. They had like a legendary draft where they got a bunch of Hall of Famers out of one draft, right? And then the next year they drafted a Hall of Fame corner. He had a twin brother that played for the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And so my frustration with the Buccaneers over the years is that they felt like they can draft their way to a championship. Right, and what I would tell Buccaneers fans, because I knew two. One of them used to be my boss, and one of them used to be my roommate in the Army. Right, one of them had never even been to Tampa Bay. And so I tell him, I asked him, is Tampa Bay a real place? He's like, of course Tampa Bay is a real place. Tampa Bay is not a real place, bro. No. Tampa is a place in other cities, and the connection of them is the Tampa Bay area.
It's like St. Pete, Tampa. That's like Tampa Bay.
Yeah. He's talking about Tampa. Yeah, I've been to Tampa Bay. No, you ain't never been over there. Yeah. But yeah, man. So the reason why when I saw it, Jay, I wanted to play it, man. Thank you for that, man. You did good on that one. The reason why I wanted to play that after I saw a few minutes is because you can see how sincere Kenny Payne was when talking about Dolan.
Yeah, that was real. That was real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I never saw that story. I never heard of that story. I'm glad I got to watch it.
Yeah.
And that won't be televised or talked about by the Stephen A's of the world, man. They're just gonna say Dolan is a horrible person that doesn't know what he's doing, even though he's taking a step back and let smarter people run the organization for him.
Right.
It's always that narrative that gets the clicks, gets the people going.
Well, narratives always get clicks, bro. Yeah. Narratives always get clicks. I don't know. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know why they do that, man. But things are what they are, bro.
Makes money. That's why they do
it. Yeah, man. Hey y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna wrap up so I can do some pre-production stuff for vibes and stuff in the morning, and try to get the Knicks Morning Drive on tomorrow at around 9:30-ish. I'm gonna try it. Dre, again, thank you for that. Hey everybody, thank you for rocking with me. Yo, I didn't know this was gonna be the defensive rating show. Coach asked me like 3 times a day, hey man, what's the show gonna be honest? I don't know. We'll see. And we got here.
I was gonna try to do a little homework tonight, a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But I hey, you know what? It was a refreshing pivot. You know what I'm saying? It got my mind off.
And analytics, don't analytics open your eyes, bro?
Oh,
when you look at advanced stats, bro, it opens your eyes.
I'm a sports nerd, bro, so that's I'm all in on that.
Right.
I don't know if it's good content. It seemed like the chat was engaged to it all. They was shouting out names and
Yeah, man.
I think it could be a good a good segment, like maybe a weekly segment or something like.
Get you really thinking.
We'll see.
Things that make you go, kind of,
Because another thing I want to talk about is players' field goal percentage. Like you think somebody's a walking bucket, and they not.
Right.
One of those things to consider. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I already have like 2 or 3 guys off the top of my head, but I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We got a whole roster of them dudes, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
But I'm speaking about legends. That's what I'm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We talk about legends.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's some legends.
There's
some legends with some ugly percentages.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bill Russell is one of them. But anyway, let me go. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming through. I will holler at y'all in the morning or later on today. Peace, y'all.